Alright. That's fine. I usually check the stream to make sure it sounds okay. But I don't have my other device with me at the moment, and I don't feel like getting up to get it. It's all the way in the other room. So, we're just gonna, believe that it's, all good.
今日も来たのか。毎日ご苦労なことだ。お前の努力とやらが報われる。
I was looking around for, like, stuff for, like, because, Christmas is coming up. Like, something maybe I could hint at, like, my parents or something. I saw this microphone that it actually has, like, a audio plug in the back, a headphone jack in the back, so you can actually hear yourself, so I actually wouldn't need the other device at all. Theoretically. I mean, I would need the game audio from somewhere, so I might need a separate pair of headphones, but I don't know, but I thought that would be really nice, at the very least for, like, recording videos and stuff. But yeah, I kind of want that. If the hinting doesn't work, I'll just get it myself. But you know. But yeah, I saw that and I thought that was really cool. Oh yeah, and I found an old stuffy in, like, while I was switching out summer clothes for my winter clothes. Pikachu. Yeah, because the other night I was thinking it'd be nice if I had some kind of, like, pillow-like thing to just do this. Because I tried doing it with this, but it's too small. It just didn't work. So I'm using this. It's actually kind of nice. I should probably wash it, since it's been like just sitting there for a while. But I'm too lazy to do that, so. I guess maybe I could try to test my audio by getting Twitch up on my Yeah, let me try this. I just want to see how this works. Channel. Okay, there I am. There's one live. Let me see. Alright. Hello. Can you turn this up? I mean, it doesn't sound bad. I just tested it with this. I never even thought of doing this. How do you do it so you can so I can actually, like, click things and have things happen? Do stuff. I'm sure there's a way. Like, create a dashboard, maybe? Maybe I can... Yeah, Stream Manager from there. Alright, and audio on. Wow, I never thought of doing this. Oh well. Okay, so oh, there's a little. Oh, okay. There's like a bunch of buttons. Oh, does my sound alert button work? I know it's been a while since I signed in and used them at all. Damn it, authenticator. I don't want to use... I can't just log in. I'm streaming live. I can't get my authenticator app out. Oh well. Fine. I can't have sent me like an authenticator email or something. I have an option to do that as well. What's that? 1 minute? 1 minute of what? Oh, 1 minute to a 60-second ad? Okay. Oh, it actually... I see a 1M, so I'm assuming that means 1 minute. Is it gonna go like the seconds too? I wanna see... Anyway, oh yeah, I totally forgot to intro. Hi, I'm Boxcat. Yeah, we're playing Twisted Wonderland today, as you can see. Oh, maybe not. Has it been a minute? I don't know. Oh well. Oh, is it a... Oh, it's a choice maybe to do it. Maybe that's what the button is. It's not like a notifying you thing. It's a throw an add-on if you want. We can throw an add-on. Why would I want to do that? Alright, anyway. Yep, we're playing Twisted Wonderland. Is there a way to like hide the things up there? Like... Oh, there we go. I just like, gotta click it, I think. Alright. The viewer count makes me nervous. I don't like having it on. I just don't like having it on. Because, you know, you see... It's that hope and dash. Someone comes in, or the number comes up, then it goes down. And it just literally lets you know that someone came in, didn't like your stuff, left. I just don't like... I don't like it. It makes me sad. And anxious. But yeah. Okay, that's off. Good. I hope everything sounds okay-ish. I don't know if it's just my voice, or if it's the audio, but I think it's just my voice. I think my voice just sucks. Anyway, yes, last we played this, we were doing the Halloween events. And in the meantime, I did complete the Halloween events, you know, get all the stuff done, and so I can have it in the archive. So we have that, so we can take our time. Yep, see? I made sure to do that. Though I am kind of sad because I totally forgot. I was gonna roll on one of the characters, but I totally forgot to do that. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise, but oh well. Yeah, it's really cold over here. I hate colds. Okay, turn the sequential play on. Sometimes I forget to put that on, and then like when chapter ends and I have to go find the next chapter, I don't remember what chapter I just did. And so I'm like, I hope it was this one. No, maybe this one. But yeah, I like that. Okay, so yes, I did take a screenshot of it before last stream. And I saw it earlier today, and it looked like we were on Book 2, Chapter 10. It's the chapter where the kids jumped on Leona. That was hilarious. Yeah, I think it is. Oh yeah, I think this looks about right. It says my life is unstable. I was just thinking, a hot chocolate sounds kind of nice. With like a coffee. I don't know, something warm. I should have at least like got some warm water and like a thermostat and to sip on. Go, yeah. Well, whatever. It's fine. Kind of hoping the Pikachu could also help, like, straightening me back, but it might, kind of, sorta, ish. I know, I have a bad habit of slumping. Always have, honestly. Alright, let's get down to some Halloween crap, shall we? Yeah, let's get to the game. Huh? What's going on? Okay, that's... okay, whatever. For a second it felt like it was on auto. Okay. Yes, I know, Zero. I feel like breaking out into a run full speed. My I feel like breaking out into a run full speed ahead myself. I'm so excited about the fantastic Halloween we're about to have. I barely know what to do with all this energy. It's scary when he clacks his jaw like that. But the scariest thing about jaw, that kind of noise, is when they applied it to the marionettes in the Playful Land event. Just the visual I get. That visual is much creepier than this visual. I just, realized something. If I put like a little gem on here, it might look like a Twisted Wonderland, like a wand thing. I forget what they're called. I'm called. Hey, talk. I guess it's a sign of how happy he is. Does he rattle when he's happy? I was kind of thinking that too, but let him do his thing. Everyone's different. Does it sound okay when I go like this? Alright, let's do this. Oh, sorry about that. I just can't help being excited when it comes to Halloween. Especially when the year is spent agonizing over it is finally about to pay off. Or I spent... Nothing makes me happier than to see you so pleased, Mr. Skellington. I also have this bad habit of speaking too fast. So I trip up in my tongue. And skip words. You don't literally spend all year thinking like that. You don't literally spend all year thinking about nothing but Halloween, do you? It's a little better. You gotta spend at least a little time playing, or thinking about other stuff, right? Certainly not. We only have 364 days a year to prepare for Halloween. It's more than enough time to keep us preoccupied. I've certainly put in plenty of work making arrangements for the holiday this year. But something just wasn't quite right. These 3 days will bring it all together, though. This Halloween is gonna be great. That's such a weirdo. Don't be Graham, be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, you don't have to, but it's good to be nice. You bet I do. This will be an unforgettable one for everyone, you lot included. I very much look forward to it. I think I need to do like that. Oh, now you see a bright light in the back. Maybe I should turn this off. Should I? I don't know. Oh, I think I see the mayor over there with some of your friends. Let's go say hi. Hi, Mayor. How are things going on your end? looks so creepy, I hate him. I just know, he's always disturbed me. Oh, Jack. Everything's going swimmingly. Hello, Jack. I see you and your group are making the rounds. Hey, Jamil. I see you and your group are... Oh, wait. Hey, Jamil, what are you guys talking about? Forgot to get this... Yeah, I should just read from here. Lag, you know. We were discussing Twisted Wonderland's music. A rather shocking conversation. Your tunes and ours have quite a different feel to them. A different feel? I'm talking about. I actually had heard that, like, I didn't really play it, have the audio on for the Twist tunes. But I did hear it's the this is Halloween, but without the words because of copyright things. It's sad that has to happen. Then I get it. What manner of music do you gentlemen enjoy? K-pop. What do you think? What would Azul like? Classical, maybe? I don't know, I kind of feel like it would be something, like, refined, maybe. Or maybe he's like... Maybe he does like K-pop. Twice is his favorite group. Or maybe Jamil's the one that likes K-pop. That would fit. I believe you like upbeat tempo music, Jamil. I suppose I do. Yes, I tend to listen to catchy tunes that are great for dancing. Tangos and waltzes, I'm guessing? You do carry yourself ever so gracefully, Jamil. I'd enjoy a dancing number with you sometime. He's like, waltzes, Jamil, no. I mean, we could have them learn the waltz and force Jamil and Azul to dance together. It would be amusing. Jamil prefers loud and more convoluted songs. Do you have to describe them that way? And don't you mostly stick to trendy music yourself? Or like Ariana Grande? I'll have you know, I listen to a broad range of genres. That said, the Monster Round... The Monster Lounge does tend to play mainly jazz music. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that, yeah. So perhaps jazz is what I personally listen to the most. I'm not surprised you picked such a non-committal response. What about you, Riddle? I listen to a lot of classical music. Once again, no surprises there. Ah, I too am an enjoyer of classical music. Do you feel the hand of fate at work, Riddle? If I felt the hand of fate at work every time my tastes happened to overlap with someone else's, there'd be no end. Maria, Grimm, what type of music do you like? Yeah, I'm catchy upbeat. Lots of energy. Because I don't have energy. Another catchy music appreciator, I see. Do you dance like Jamil? No. I look like a fool when I dance. I once was curious how I looked while I was dancing, so I put on OBS and also put on Just Dance here on the monitor, and it wasn't. It was sad. It was sad. It's so desperate and like forced. It was just like, you know how like in your brain you do something and in your brain you're like, I'm doing great, this is awesome, and then you see a video or audio of it and it's like, oh my god, what the heck is this? It was like that. If you want to watch me look stupid, just tell me to play Let's Dance or Just Dance. I'll do it. I'll do it if you want it. Jack, for the record, that's hopeful look of yours on Jack, for the record, that hopeful look on your face won't get us to do a dance number together. That is something we can agree on. I'll take any music as long as it's fun. And you, Scully? Let's hear what you like. You know, maybe the game audio could be louder. Turn that up. Maybe I should turn it up here. Oh no, turn it up? I don't know where that's from. Of course, I hold a particular fondness for opera music. Sometimes I dabble in it myself. Oh god, I'm kind of scared. Is he gonna showcase his opera talents? Maybe he's actually good. Or maybe he sounds like a dying whale. No, I think I'm the one who that sounds like a dying whale. Oh, opera. That's right in my wheelhouse. Huh? Really? Is that a fact? I am beyond honored to learn I have something in common with a man whom I hold such high esteem. Likewise. Wanna sing a duet? What? A duet? With Mr. Skellington? Jeez, Sully. You gotta be so loud. He's fanboying right now. Let him do his thing. Let him express himself. I was so delighted I nearly forgot myself. Are you certain, Mr. Skellington? You would sing opera music for me? Absolutely. I'm sure he'd be happy with it, too. It's not my strongest suit, but I'd say it's pretty high up there. Y'all want your eardrums blown out to me to try? I won't. I'll spare you. I'll spare you. I can even sing opera headless. Oh my gosh. I saw on TikTok earlier today on Love in Deep Space, I guess, like, during the idol events, like, there was a bug that made some of the people's characters, while they were doing the dance, only the head appeared. So it's just their head dancing this K-pop song with the guy. Let me see if I can find it. I think I should be able to screen it. So I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it. So let me find it. There, okay, so me... OBS is right behind. Put this up here. Jeez, so big. Alright, now let me... Because it's really funny. So I am gonna take the time to let you see it. Okay, there we go. There it is. And okay, there we go. There it is. And oh. All right, let me. It's this one.
My game glitched. So
Oh wow,
enjoy
that's
this
loud.
video.
That's
Zane
loud. How do I
dancing
turn
in
not
my
loud?
floating
Wow,
head.
that's loud. That's loud. How do I turn not loud? I don't know what to do. How do I not turn it as loud? Oh, here we go. I don't know what to do. How do I not turn it as loud? There we go. It reminded me of this. There we go. It reminded me of this. I am
My game glitched.
because of this.
So
I'm
enjoy
so
this
sad
video.
I
Zane
didn't make space for Love to update Love and
dancing.
Deep Space. I would love to see this. I would love to see this. But yes, the current scene into us. That's. But yes, the scene. You see. Oh. Alright, sorry. Oh! Jack's opera singing is the finest in all of Halloween Town. It never fails to frighten. Wait, so it never fails to frighten. So is that good or bad? So is he actually good at singing? Or is he so horrible at singing it's scary? Wow. Jack's disembodied head is singing? I've just witnessed a staggering spectacle. Okay, so it is actually good. How can such a beautiful voice come from a head detached from its body? It's incredible. Ugh. I'm gonna be seeing Jack's disembodied head in my dreams tonight. I'm gonna be seeing the Love and Deep Space head dancing with Zane in my dreams tonight. You can sleep on the covers. Whoa, Jack, could you please not come toward me with your head in your hands? I wish I could put this here. And hope I don't press a lot of buttons. On the keyboard. Alright. Hey, Riddle, Azul. Aren't you guys house wardens? Do something. I'm not sure we can. I know all about removing What? Oh yeah, I know all about removing heads, but I don't know how to put it back on. I forgot, you know, the alpha. Yeah, I forgot that for a second, and I was like, wait, what extracurricular activities has he been doing? Yeah. It's not every day I get to see Riddle and Zool looking so panicked. Mr. Skellington is so good at frightening everyone. What a marvelous man he is! Seeing him pour himself so wholeheartedly into the Halloween events. He's every bit how I imagined he would be. And yet... why was he so unhappy with the idea of having a typical Halloween? Because your Halloween sucks. I'm sorry, but it's very boring. I was supposed to be having fun on Halloween. My idol. Scully? You okay there? What? You looked a little bit off. Unless I'm just reading too much into things. You're quite a considerate individual, Jamil. Thank you for your solitude, kindly sir. Or solicitude. But worry not on my account. If you say so. Why? Why must I help people like you? Look, I'm not happy about this grouping either. I'm playing nice here, so quit with the whining. Whining? The cheek on you. I'll have you know I'm a doctor, and a genius one at that. I don't care. That's pretty cool, but what kind of doctor are you? Like, are you like a certified doctor? Are you a doctor who learned all his shit from like... or Dr. Oz, or are you... What type of doctor are you? I'm an expert in many fields. My specialty, however, is science. I'm the most brilliant mind in town. Even Jack himself comes to me for help when he needs it. Then if I might ask you a question, Doctor? How do people decorate for Halloween here? That's obvious enough. Jack-o'-lanterns, spiderwebs, bat wings. We decorate with all the most delightfully scary things. It's positively repulsive. Note, so long as they're not real spiders, I'm fine. They probably are, though. Sally tells me you boys are from an altogether different world than ours. How do you spend your Halloween there? We attend a school where dorms each do their own decorations and compete with each other. Last year, my dorm Insomnia had the most frightening decorations. What? Like, yeah, no. And an argument is gonna happen in like 5 seconds. Excuse me. Your dorm's setup was just gloomy and dank. Ignahide used cutting-edge tech to deliver a virtual Halloween with gimmicks leaks beyond anyone else's. Oh yes. It was so high-tech it left visitors confused and bewildered. Humphier had the most beautiful Halloween, of course. You guys even have eyes? Savannah Claw clearly had the most impact, and the biggest visitor appeal. What? Yeah, I said it. And... brawl! Impact, you say? Savannah Claus students were certainly impactful. So much so they made the children cry. I feel like we've read this before. Dude, seriously. Reading people with a whole lineup of freaky faces is beyond scary. Oh, if you think that was well received. Yeah. Or at least our guys weren't so afraid of us. They couldn't even get the ward's trick-or-treat out. In the visitor feedback forms they collected after last year's Halloween wrapped up, there were tons of comments about how the Ignahide students mumbled so much no one could tell what they were saying. It's really messed up to call out a nerd's biggest weakness right to their face. And in terms of incomprehensibility, Humphior is the reigning champion with its bizarro poetry. And that's the Humphior touch, I guess. That's a rather bold statement. Care to say that again without muttering this time? Can't you people be civil with each other? No. My apologies, Finkelstein. I'm sure they're also excited for Halloween. They simply have more energy than they know what to do with. Consider it but a childish banter. Hey, where do you get off? It's Rich getting called childish by the lizard who needs babysitters constantly minding him even on Halloween. He doesn't need them. They're just there. King Scholar, I believe you are the one lacking eyes. You could compete with Skellington in that regard. Ooh. Now see here, I told you to be civil. Those two wouldn't know civility if it smacked them upside the head. They've always been like oil and water. You can just ignore them. I can't have that. Let's see, where'd I put it? Ah, here we are. I was wondering what you were looking for. Is that a trophy? That's right. This is a prize bestowed only upon those who play a critical role in Halloween. We all strive to add excitement to Halloween so that we have a shot at getting one of these. I can appreciate a drive to compete for first place, but you must never let your pride undermine your work. Dude, are we actually getting lectured? Justifiably? By a monster with his brain exposed to open air? I mean, at the moment it's not, but yeah, yar. I'm sure more trophies will be given out to the ones who make the most exceptional contributions this year. I highly look forward to seeing who gets them. You boys ought to keep your eyes on the prize instead of fighting amongst yourselves. It's already a safe bet that that gloomy lizard isn't gonna get one. Are we sure about that? At this point, probably no one's gonna get one. That's my guess. Or everyone's gonna get one. Yeah, that's more likely. But though, I'd expect more approbations than someone utterly lacking in manners. The most cold-blooded prank of the year award is also the highly anticipated. And what about the frightening and honorable mentions? I just can't wait to find out. Most cold-blooded prank of the year? What a lame name. Who named these awards? And what is a frightening and honorable mention? You know what? Malleus, you can have trophies. Oh, by no means, King Scholar. You would be far more fit to receive them. Actually, we can let Radish Sprout have him. He deserves a moment in the spotlight for a change. Most excellent idea. Shroud, consider the prize yours. Me? Nope, I'm good. If anyone should get the trophy here, it's Vil. Please. If I won such a prize, it would be a blemish on my record. You brats really have no manners whatsoever. Maybe I should get something warm to drink. It was chapter 2. It was book 2, right? What chapter are we on currently? Are we like 12 or 11? I kind of do wish you could see what chapter in book, like somewhere here. There was like little info. It'd be kind of nice. Sorry. Nom nom nom. I was surprised. I figured you'd be griping non-stop about being separated from Malleus. Don't be ridiculous. Malleus is making preparations for Halloween even as we speak. So I can hardly spend my time sulking. My, I never realized you were so cognizant of what you were doing. At least you're motivated. That'll help our prep work go much more smoothly. Sally, what kind of foods do people typically make on Halloween Town, in Halloween Town? What kinds? Oh, you know, normal things. It's embarrassing how nondescript they are, really. They're definitely not normal. I was just doing some cooking before coming into town. Would you like to have a look around my kitchen? That would be quite helpful. By all means. Okay, so this is new, because I don't remember the kitchen. I think the phone died like halfway through the previous chapter. We're here. This is where I do most of the cooking for the doctor. The cabinet there has some of the ingredients I use the most. Here, have a look inside. Or maybe we have. But we'll keep going. There are so many bottles, let's see. This one is labeled Wormworts. Wait, Wormworts? Why does it have such a disgusting name? Did you say worms? Those clearly aren't food. Oh, you two weren't aware? It's a high-end reagent that's also edible. This is covered in potionology class. It is? I never knew. I've read the textbook cover to cover, but I suppose I still have much to learn. What's this bottle farther back? Ribbit. Whoa, a frog just leaped out. Oh, that's the frog's breath. It works wonders for covering up odors. I'm not gonna even try to understand. You use frog's breath to cover up odors? Yuck. That stinks. The frog's burp is giving off a powerful stench. I've heard of fighting fire with fire, but this is just ridiculous. Oh? You're not familiar with this either? Frog's Breath is a highly versatile reagent in alchemy. It is? Yet never think I never knew. I'm pretty sure Jade is just messing with him. Clearly, I am nowhere near sufficiently versed in such things. This is rather embarrassing. Sebek? He's pulling on your leg. Yep, he is. Huh? I've never heard of Worm's Wort or Frog's Breath. The Science Club has never used them. There's absolutely no way those things are used for food in our world. Come on, Jade. You know these freshmen are gullible. Don't tease them. Oh. Is all of that true? My apologies, I must have been mistaken. Mm-hmm. We've been had. Jade had the same look on his face he always does, so I totally believed him. How can someone lie so placidly? I can't trust him for a second. Still, all these reagents / ingredients, I'm having a hard time picturing how you'd make use of them. Really? I thought they were pantry staples. What kind of food do you make in Twisted Wonderland? I'm curious. Oh, you know. I asked you the same thing earlier, but now I can see how that'd be hard to answer. Our staples differ by region. They can include bread, noodles, rice, and potatoes. Some places, like the Coral Sea, have no staples at all. We also typically eat legumes, vegetables, fruits, meat, fish, eggs, and a variety of dairy products. What a pithy yet intuitive overview. That encapsulates it nicely. I guess they don't have dairy products? Things like butter and cheese. Made from cow's milk. We use a lot of those for making sweets. Yeah. Last time I went to hang out at the Heart's Lobule, there was this incredible buttery smell permeating the dorm. Deuce and Ace bragged about it, because Trey was making a tasty dessert. Yes, they've rubbed that in my face as well. I suppose mocking others is the only time those two band together. They were making a show of eating berry muffins during a break between classes. Yum, berry muffins. Oh boy. I feel like I should apologize on their behalf. Right. The best thing you can do would be by making incredible sweets for Halloween. Then we can brag about them when we get back. Sounds fair. Now there's a good idea. Those ill-mannered louts would undoubtedly gnash their teeth when they hear we have had sweets they've never seen before. I'd certainly love to try desserts prepared by you as well. Well, we're in Halloween Town now. Want to be better to cook things you can only find here? Do you actually intend to use the swarm's words and frog's breath? I respectfully object. We'd clearly be better off making more typical fare with lots of sugar, flour, milk, and so on. I don't think there's a lot of those ingredients here. Or maybe there is. Maybe there's dairy products here. They just come from a very different type of animal. And maybe they look a different color. Cow's milk. Taking a poor cow's milk doesn't seem very nice to me. Huh? As much as I'd like to make you... As much as I'd like to make Jack some twisted Wonderland cuisine, I couldn't possibly feed him something so... uncivilized. Your home sounds like a very frightening place. Yeah, cows are... What are cows here? Civilized us? We just got called uncivilized by someone who forces frogs to burp. What an unexpected thing to be judged on. Halloween Town is wonderfully full of surprises. I can't say this feels all that great. I want a snack, but I don't have anything good. I want something like bread-based. I should make some stuff. What do you think I should make? Like a... like cake or like... like a... cookie? I know it's not exactly bread-based, but you know. Gluten-based. I'm still suspicious if we read this or not. I hope not. Hello, hello, my fine twisted friends. How go the Halloween preparations? Are you making any progress? It's already getting dark. How time flies when you're utterly bewildered by something new. Oh, hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Well, that answers my question of if the sounds work. Anyway, hi! What are you guys playing? Oh, Twisted Wonderland as well? Mm-hmm. What? Ah, book 7. We still need to catch up on that. We still have... Game start... Where are we? I think we're in Trey's Roots now? Or Roots, not... No, Trey's dream. His dream. This isn't an Otome game. Oh yeah, I think that's where we are. Oh. Okay, so you're kind of starting that whole thing. You got mad at it? What part did you get mad at? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I completely get that. Book 6 was quite something. I literally... I was unprepared. In order to get my levels up to a place where we could actually win, I literally used everything. All the honeypots, all the books, all the vignette things, all the everything. All the gems, I had nothing left. I had nothing left by the end. I think this is all, like, just to beat, like, this one damn, like, ice monster or something, or... Yeah. I used a couple retry tickets, but for the most part I did manage to get through those. Like, what I did was I planned out teams. I did a lot. I made a whole spreadsheet in order to, like, I planned out teams and then backup teams, and then, you know, things that could replace that. So that's how I passed. But that's how I passed that part. All right. Well, thank you for dropping in. Hey, I hope you have a nice night. Well, thank you for the follow too. If it makes it easier for you. Oops. Oh. Oh gosh, where were we? This one? 13, maybe? Versatile reagents? Either that one or the next one. Okay, so yeah, the kitchen. I accidentally pressed the back button. Alright, past this. I am curious about that whole cow's milk thing. Like, what makes it so, like, horrible in this world? Okay, so it must be this one. Yes, it's this one. Just go from here. And just up a little bit. Alright. All I remember is a lot of arguing. Shouldn't the all-house wooden team be setting an example, not coming in dead last? Yeah, yeah, if I remember correctly, it was because they kept arguing with each other. Like, Leona said that that's the whole reason they didn't get a lot of stuff done. Being all house wardens was the whole problem. Sounds like none of the teams had anything prepped. Are we gonna be able to pull this off together after all? If we do, it's gonna be close. I couldn't have said it better myself. Personally, I'd be perfectly happy with a typical Halloween, rather than trying to shoehorn in elements of novelty. I believe a traditional, quiet, lonely, frightening Halloween would be perfect in its own right. Perfectly respectable in its own right. That just sounds sad. That just sounds like a very sad Halloween. No, that won't do at all. Going through the same motions every year is just empty. Empty? Hey, what did everyone do for Halloween this year? Anyone do anything fun? I didn't really do anything, but I just handed out candy. Although I did find out through like online social media that that the most popular Halloween place in my town is a gas station. I'm like, I was so confused. Yes. That's why we're all working together. To make a Halloween like no one's ever seen before. That's how you see it, Mr. Skillington. Hey. There's something we should ask about before doing more prep work. What? You look unusually serious. Where are we sleeping tonight? Honestly, I thought he'd be fine sleeping anywhere. Maybe not anywhere, but... But yeah, we do need lodging. I assume we're gonna stay in Jack's house. Although I don't know if he can hold all these people. I hadn't considered that. Or not. There's no way all of you would fit in my place, I'm afraid. Oh, I know. There should be plenty of open graves in the graveyard. No. No, thank you. Sir Jack, I would very much prefer a roof over our heads, if that's not too much to ask. Would anyone be okay sleeping in a graveyard? I mean, I guess if you needed to, but I don't know, I wouldn't want to. In that case, we could ask around and see if any of the townsfolk have open spots under their beds. Under... You know what, I shouldn't be too picky. We are the guests here. As long as I'm not sharing my space under the bed with another person or monster, fine. Like, literally underneath the bed? Not just a lower bunk? Could we use your town hall? It should have room to fit all of us. True, but I couldn't possibly ask esteemed guests to sleep there. I feel like we can make it work as long as we get pillows and blankets. Anyone who rolls around into sleep might have issues. No, please don't mind us. We'll take Town Hall if that's an option. Are you sure? Okay, I'll ask the vampires to bring over some coffins for you. There's nothing more comfortable to sleep in. I'm trying to decide if that's like if I'd be okay with that or if not. Because the thought is disturbing, but also, if the coffin is like padded, maybe it would actually be comfortable. I don't know. Only if I have no other option. Oh boy. I can picture my dreams already. I've asked Sally to whip you up some dinner. You're in for a treat. She's a fantastic cook. Dinner, huh? So you do have a considerate bone in your body. Rude. Oh, bring on the food. I'm starving. It's not going to be very delectable food, I think. It's going to be something really, really weird. Likewise. I was just feeling a bit peckish. In that case, you can have my portion, Azul. You can have mine as well, Vil. Oh yeah, they're the only ones who've been in the kitchen so far. So they... I see, I see. Something about this is rather suspect. Exactly. What kind of ingredients does she use in her meals? Suggest you don't ask. Wonder how much of the food is like normal there. Would you try their food? I mean, maybe as long as it didn't move, and as long as I had a glass of water, and maybe a bowl, just in case I need a... I'm trying to think of another way to say throw it back, but I can't think of any. Oh gosh. It's time to get up! Roll call. 1. What is this, military? 2. Who's doing roll call at the top of their lungs first thing in the morning? Sebek, your shouting jolted me awake. I'd barely gotten any sleep. I can relate. The seats were so hard, I kept waking up throughout the nights. It feels like I haven't slept a wink. Likewise. I suppose it was too much to expect these arrangements would be as comfortable as our beds at school. The coffins were super cramped. Not to mention they feel like they have had previous occupants. Kinda useless for us. We should probably find somewhere to borrow proper bedding for tonight. Wow, Sebek, you were already dressed and groomed? What time did you get up? Before sunrise. I can hardly greet Malleus in the morning looking like a mess. Yeah. I am not a morning person. I am not good at waking up in the mornings. I have this loud alarm clock that I need to wake me up when I need to wake up early. It's called, like, the sonic boom. It's a type of Sebek. I'm impressed you were able to wake up so punctually without an alarm clock. hold me to feeble human standards. I've undergone harsh training to ensure I can function as normal no matter how adverse the conditions are. Really, anything with a roof should be more than suffice. You're all spoiled if you can't sleep in a shelter like this. Good morning already? Good morning, my liege! Good morning. Malleus was sleeping soundly 1 minute. Then the next he opened his eyes and sat straight up, like Dracula. It was a recreation of that, the promo image of Malleus getting out of the coffin. For Twisted Wonderland. It was so graceful, you'd hardly believe he was simply waking up. Good morning, everyone. You seem awake and alert as well, Jade. I'm impressed you could sleep on those hard benches. Such humble praising. I'm rather used to sleeping outdoors in tents. It's absurd how thick-skinned you are. I don't think this place counts as outdoors. Well, one of us certainly didn't have any trouble getting to sleep. See, I told you, he can sleep up just about anywhere. It's all that fur. Leona was complaining more than anyone about the hard bedding and moldy smell. Now here he is, sleeping like a log. Exactly how long are you going to sleep? Everyone else is up. Yeah, I don't see Scully around anywhere. Oh, he went out to watch the sunrise. He should be back shortly. Okay, so Scully woke up around the same time Sebek, probably? Oh, he was already awake. He was already up and awake, actually. He's quite the early riser. You could learn a thing or two from him, Grim. Maybe he just didn't sleep. Oh, shut up. Murray is an even bigger sleepyhead than me. I completely admit to that. I'm doing my best, okay? I have narcolepsy, jeez. Good morning, all you lovely people. The sight of the sun rising over the quiet town and illuminating everything in sight was sublime. Positively gorgeous. This marks the beginning of what is bound to be a bright and beautiful day. But someone's positive. You're rather high-spirited this morning. Did you get a good sleep last night? Perhaps, perhaps not. The night was far too long to spend sleeping. Eesh. Why is everyone gonna be so loud? It's so damn it, Leona, don't yawn. It's weird how it translates, how they... Even through, like, a game or text. Or maybe it's just me. It's contagious. At least it feels like it. No, actually, what is it about, like, yawning? Like, how... There's gotta be some like scientific reason why when someone else yawns, you want to yawn. And also when you read yawn in a piece of text and the character is yawning, you yawn. There's gotta be some kind of scientific like reasoning for that. Because surely it's more than just a psychological thing, right? Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all ready for another big day of Halloween prep. Let's split into our groups and... Wait! Don't play dumb with us. The deal was that we'd change up the groups today. Oh, yes, so it was. It completely slipped my mind. Please treat this with some gravity. This is a matter of life or death for us. It's a little... Is that exaggeration? Don't worry. There's no need to panic. I've got lots all ready to draw. We're drawing lots again. If we left the matter to you gentlemen to decide, we'd be here all day. Come on now. These lots won't draw themselves. Alright. I'm ready to get to work with my group. Apple, Jade, and... Leona and Riddle, right? We'll have such a wonderful time. You said it. Let's see here. I'm with Idia, is it? And Azul? And... what luck, Maria and Grim again. I just hope this group is better than the one I got stuck with yesterday. Hey, you there. What are your names again? Oh, yes. Malleus, Vil... Ah. You're Jamil and Trey, if I'm not mistaken. And the ones working with me will be... Sebek, Scully? Sebek and Scully, it looks like. Oh, only two? Looks like you're with me again, Scully. Welcome aboard. Excellent! There is nothing excellent about it. I've been separated from Malleus yet again. Why must I go around with a skeleton and a human? I thought we were over this. Isn't he part human? Perhaps it's the hands of fate at work. Come, Sebek. Together we shall enjoy a truly delightful time. You must be delusional. Mayor is glaring directly at me. Am I the only one who takes issue with these team assignments? It's not perfect, but I'll take this over what we got yesterday. Agreed. I still expect a fair degree of tedium, but this lineup is an improvement. Fine. I say we convene again at noon. Next time, I shall make certain to work with Malleus. Don't yawn again, damn it! What's wrong, Scully? Did you get much sleep? No, far from it. Dear me, how could I commit a faux pas as uncouth as a yawn? I do beg your pardon. Wait, I thought it was unusual how early you were up. Was it simply that you couldn't sleep? So that actually was it. Much to my chagrin, yes. I was doing a bit of thinking, actually. Specifically, I was pondering what Halloween is. Have you reconsidered your prior notions? Your ideal of Halloween did seem dreadfully dull. Dull? Is tradition truly such a bad thing? Is it empty to respect and uphold olden ways? I mean, it's not particularly a bad thing. Just it's not something you should push on others. This is a public event. So it wouldn't be fair to everyone else for him to push his tradition on everyone else. You look so serious all of a sudden. Was it that hard of a blow, having your philosophies rejected by others? I wouldn't say that. It's more that I'm scared by the thought that what I've always spent my whole life believing differs from reality. Yeah, I can kinda get that. A silly thing to trouble yourself over. What is there to fret about? The problem and solution both rest solely with you. What? Respect for tradition and belief in ideals are both sentiments that come from within. If you've begun to have doubts, then the problem is simply that you lack the strength to adhere to said ideals. You said you're scared. That's good. Basic fear is something anyone can eventually overcome. You have but to improve yourself. Everything rests with you. Your doubts are something you can resolve via your own thoughts and actions. Deep. I'm amazed. Sebek, your words are like a moonbeam shining down upon a dark road at night. I never took you for someone so sagacious. It took you this long to notice. I knew from the start that you were someone wonderful, but now I'm struck with awe. The strength to adhere to my ideals. Yes. You've hit the figurative nail upon the head. How could I have ever been in doubt? Surely Mr. Skellington has had some grand idea in mind, wouldn't you agree? No. I know nothing of what goes on in that skull's head of hers. So is this a good thing or a bad thing? Because it was seeming like Scully was about to, like, be a little more open-minded about Halloween. And while Sebek's, like, whole speech was, like, deep, I feel like it had the wrong effect on Scully. Or at the very least, not the effect I wanted. Talking about anything interesting? Why, yes. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about what a wonderful individual you are, Mr. Skellington. No, we weren't. It goes without saying that the Master of Fright has much to spread the word of Halloween far and wide. Has done much to spread the word of Halloween far and wide. But I also hold your proper and gentlemanly demeanor in the highest esteem. Gentlemanly? Me? Wow, it's embarrassing hearing someone say it outright. It's nothing noteworthy, really. Such modesty. I've heard much about how courteous and graceful you are. You're the very reason I strive to be a gentleman at all times. And meeting you in person has only solidified my resolve to that regard. You agree, don't you, Zero? I will grant you that Jack comports himself with a certain refinement. Almost as much as Malleus. Almost. I beg your pardon. I cannot let that claim go unchallenged. I beg to differ in the strongest possible... We're about to find out what that Halloween Town cow is. Oh no, that's a cat. What was that? It sounded like a cat screeching after having its tail stepped on. Oh yeah, the emergency alarm. Didn't they have one of these already, but it was like a false alarm? The emergency alarm? That anguished caterwauling? No, critiquing how it sounds is far from pressing at the moment. What could have happened to trigger it? There's an easy way to find out. Oh, maybe what I'm recalling of this, why I remember this part, even though we didn't play this part yet, is because I jumped in a stream that was playing this part. That would make sense. What's the matter, everyone? There, see? Sounding the alarm is bringing people here in a panic. Lydia, Zool, and Maria and Grimm. Did you trigger the emergency alarm? Not at all. I can tell you who did, though. Jack! Oh, Mayor, what's the trouble? You have to help me. We're making no progress with our Halloween preparations at all. Yeah, I think it is. Might I ask what's happening here? We learned last night that Halloween Town employs some distinctive music for Halloween. So we were about to ask the local musicians for their inputs. But then Grimm started throwing a tantrum about how he'd rather be on the food team than the music team. And we were talking in circles for so long that the mayor started panicking. Okay, so it's Grimm's fault. Don't blame me. Triangle Head was the one who started freaking out on his own. Only because I knew this roster wasn't going to work out. This year's Halloween is doomed. Doomed, I say. This roster... Gracious me. You must have held us in low regard beyond that smile of yours. This dude takes the phase Two-Face to the next level. Reminds me of someone. I trust that sidelong snipe wasn't aimed at me. Was it, Iria? No! Stop fighting! This is just a normal day at Twisted Wonderland. It's fine. This is just... This is just what happens. Talking in circles, indeed. Maria, how could you have let this happen on your wife? Me? Excuse me? Why are you blaming me? This is not my fault. I tried. I tried. What do you want me to do? These people cannot be controlled. You're very diligent, aren't you, Maria? While I applaud your earnestness, rest assured that you hardly deserve blame to be laid at your feet. That's what I'm saying. Are you indirectly criticizing me? I am. I know how diligent Maria is. What I'm asking is how this happened in spite of that nature. And for the record, Grimm, this is absolutely all your fault. And now, if you think about it from another angle, this could work out in our favor. How? Now that Simon's gone off, the townspeople will come running, including all the musicians. You think so? Yes, I suppose that does make sense. You're exactly right, Jack. I'm so relieved. He settled down. Man, doesn't he get dizzy switching up so fast between moods? No. More strangers incoming. What kind of musicians are they anyway? They're the best performers in town. Performers? So they're like a band or something? Oh no. What if it's a group that goes up there with Cater, Lily, and Kaleem at the top extrovert ranking? Or even higher? I'm literally allergic to people who are like, "Zup, you gonna love our vibe, bro." What? If they call out for an audience response and I do the primo moves I desperately train myself to master, it's patently obvious that they'll roast me alive and be all, "Yo, did you see the way that guy's popping off? What a nerd!" Then they'll secretly take pictures of me and post them online. That's the kind of people they are. Never trust a musician. He has quite the imagination. This deep-seated anti-musician bias is truly something to behold. I'm sorry, did you just suggest that someone could pose serious competition for Lilia? This guy's one-track mind ain't much better. Lydia, do you often talk about that music group you enjoy listening to? Can't you picture the musicians as them instead? What? Excuse me, could you please not lump Primo in with other mid-acts? They're special. Not even getting in the middle of that. I'll have you known, Halloween Town's musicians are special in their own rights. They're exceptional performers. They spend most of their days livening up the whole town with beautiful songs they play in the streets. Ah, so they're buskers. You don't see many of those in Briar Valley. Really? They're everywhere in the Coral Sea. The Coral Sea's got buskers? That's scary. No, they're... I could actually see it. You know, Little Mermaid? Playing the shells. Briar Valley sounds way better. Is it like a barren land that's all thorns and no cheery music and stuff? What a rude man you are. We don't have buskers, but we have bards who roam the valley. It's similar. It's very old schooly there. Bards? For real? Like the real life kind, not a character class in game? How envious I am. Such figures hardly ever visit my hometown. Dude, are bards actually commonplace? Did I just have a weird upbringing? No, they're... It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. Briar Valley's traditional songs are all incredible works of art. On that note, have any of you heard the beautiful sound of Malleus playing the stringed instruments? His melodies stir the hearts. The timbre of the music is so perfect. It's easy to get absorbed in it and lose all track of time. Nothing could ever match the elegance of the music Malleus plays. At the very least, we know Malleus can sing. I wasn't expecting Sebek to start waxing poetic. Truly, I find him to be quite the wordsmith. Why, just before we came here, he dispelled my inner doubts with a voice that resounded to my very core. He's definitely a loudmouth. I'm presently preoccupied with my training, but I've considered following Malleus's example and taking up an instrument of my own someday. Oh, I wonder what instruments. What's he thinking? Like guitar? Drums? The harp? That's a capital idea. I've been hoping to start playing the piano myself. The piano. I know a thing or two there. Truly? What a perfect fit for someone as elegant as yourself. I would love to avail myself to your instruction if at all possible. What about yourself, Idia? I'm more of a digital kind of guy. He'll do the music mixing. You just send your recordings to him and he'll whip something up. I wouldn't open that can of eels if I were you. And you, Maria? Do you dabble in music? Honestly, not really. I did at one point play the piano, but then I quit. And then at one point I did play the violin, but then I quit. I know, music instruments just weren't doing it for me when I was younger. I don't know if maybe it'd be different now, but at least back then, it just wasn't it. A little experience. Oh, no, please no, please no. No. I'd love to hear you perform sometime. If you've got talent, I'd be willing to help you find a suitable use for it. I don't. As for Halloween Town's music, I've no doubt it would be beautiful, heart-stirring melodies, not some Rocheston. What manner of instruments and sounds are we about to be treated to? I thought we already heard them. You might just be replaying things we did before. If we are, oh well. As for Halloween Town's music, I've no doubt it would be beautiful, yeah. What manner of instruments that we should do? Who was the siren for? Huh. Here's our musicians now. Yeah, them. I've already met them. I remember them. But was it in-game here? Or was it on another stream I was watching? This is why I can't watch streams of games I'm playing. I get mixed up. There ain't nothing beautiful about these guys. Yep, that pretty much the exact build-up to comedic letdown intro I was expecting. It's not what I was expecting, but they're intimidating in their own rights. Perfectly befitting of Halloween. What are those instruments? A fish accordion? A cello? With a head inside? An accordion made from a fish. No. Is that offensive to merfolk? How novel. I'd love to hear all about how it was made. Apparently no. He doesn't look remotely bothered by me. Or by it. If anything, he seems delighted. I mean, I am a little curious about what it sounds like, but also I don't think I want to hear it. I feel like if I asked what it sounded like, I would regret asking. But I guess that's what we're doing. Just in our instruments, hey? Here, we'll put on a little demonstration. That music's getting me real on edge. Indeed. It's frightening, melodic, and beautiful all at once. What a wonderful composition. It's emblematic of Halloween Town as a whole. Could I ask you gents a favor? Actually. So you want us to work with them and make some exciting music for Halloween? Yep, something extra cheerful and lively. What? But I thought the music they were playing now was perfectly Halloween-esque. If we don't change it up, it'll just be more of the same old, same old. I want you to collaborate with these folks from Twisted Wonderland and make the toe-tappingest, bone-rattlingest song you can. It's a mouthful. Sure, Jack, we'll be happy to deliver. It'll be nice working with you folk. If my wisdom has been asked for, I can hardly withhold it. Very well, monsters, I shall teach you the kind of jaunty tunes we enjoy in Twisted Wonderland. Consider this another gift in service of creating a wholly new Halloween experience. Like, at times this feels familiar, and at times it doesn't. Halloween decorations, Dr. Finkelstein, I look forward to working with you. The same goes to all my upperclassmen, of course. Oh yeah, you're the only sophomore here, huh? I'm glad to have you on the team. With no Leona around to immediately start squabbling with Malleus, we should have a smooth day ahead of us. I'm not certain you have any room to judge others, Schoenheit, considering your own irresistible temperaments. Prescribable. Alright, so Halloween decorations, is it? That's correct. Something different from the bat wings, spiderwebs, and jack-o'-lanterns typically associated with the holiday. What did you discuss yesterday? Finkelstein asked how we spend Halloween in Twisted Wonderland. So we explained Night Raven College's tradition and how each dorm has its own decorations. Hence the arguing. Yes, that explains things. Halloween decorations are a point of pride and reputation amongst our dorms. Of course, an all-house warden group would argue about it. But for our current purposes, we don't have the time to do a large-scale decoration like we would do at school. How do each of you spend Halloween when you're at home with your family? I've always had my hands full decorating shop. Alright. Your family runs a confectionery, if memory serves correct. Oh, confections. I like the sound of that. I do too, actually. You must have decorated with leaping frogs and slithering snakes, yes. Catching those is no small feat. I wouldn't decorate the store with things that would scare off customers. But anyway, my little brother and sister would always insist on having decorations their way. Back in middle school, I remember they'd cram in as many decorations as our little store could possibly hold. It was my job to organize them and keep the siblings happy. Cute. That sounds quite pleasant. You're very caring on how you treat your family, aren't you? I wouldn't say that. How do you usually spend Halloween, Jamil? The Halloween I spend on Scalding Sands were very opulent affairs. I remember one time as a kid, I was fetching Colleen for some event or other, and when I opened the door, I tripped over something. I looked around and saw a huge gemstone shaped like a jack-o'-lantern scattered all over the floor of his room. So he had some custom-made gemstones into jack-o'-lanterns? Yeah, whatever it's calling. I asked what the deal was, and he said they were Halloween decorations. It seems less like a holiday itself. It seems less like the holiday itself is opulence, and more like Coleen's family just likes to go big. No kidding. It didn't occur to me how strange it was until I was in elementary school. There's a charming sort of whimsy to that, though. It's true that beautiful gems can do wonders to lift one's mood. Visual stimuli are critical, which is why Halloween needs to be as bright and beautiful as possible in its presentation. Fair enough. Though I doubt we'll find much in the way of precious gems and metals in Halloween Town. First I was gonna say minerals, and I was gonna say materials, and then metals. No, I... Damn it, brain. What about wall decorations, then? Those are essential for a good party. An interesting suggestion. In Briar Valley, we hang up brightly colored banners in celebratory occasions. Banners? Like with text? Banners with emblems, mainly. We place those all throughout the castle. Displaying the emblem of the house or region is a suitable way of showing who a celebration is meant to honor. That makes sense? What if we decorate with banners representing our respective dorms? I rather like that suggestion, actually. Banners? We got one of those hanging over the entrance in Town's Hall. Do you? I don't remember seeing one. I vaguely recall a tattered length of cloth colored orange and black. Don't equate our work with rags. We'll be creating fancy, beautiful banners that will fill you with cheer just by seeing them. All right, we have a direction. Now we need cloth and thread. Are there any tailoring experts in town? Tailoring, eh? Then it's Sally you want, but she's handling food preparation, is she not? Now, I'm no Sally, but I know my way around a needle and thread. I've used them plenty. Come to my house. I have some spare supplies that should work wonders. Okay. We've got fabric and thread from the doctor's house. One minor issue, though. It's all so drab. Indeed. The fabric seems to only come in gray, black, and a color resembling diluted tea. How is it that all you children do is complain? Don't you have any gratitude? Come on, guys. Let's not grouse about it. Ah, Jamil. Nice to see you see my side of things. I mean, it's obvious enough how drab it is without highlighting. It's drab all the way down. No flair whatsoever. And he takes it back. What? But if you look at it more closely, you'll be able to tell that this is quality fabric. It looks old at a glance, but it's well made and finely woven. The thread has a luster to it as well. It looks like it could hold up to plenty of everyday wear and tear. This is all sturdy, high-quality material. Oh, you can tell. You're precisely correct. I use durable materials that can withstand rigorous activity day in and day out. I know. And I'll grant that I have no problem with the material itself. Likewise with our attire. Looking it over, I wonder if it's cut from the same cloth as Jack's own suit. It's perfectly form-fitting, and it employs more than just a uniform black. The color has different gradients, and can produce a wide range of impressions depending on the outfit. Even the stripe pattern varies among the suits that use the same black and gray base colors. Really? You didn't notice? Jamil's outfit and yours have different colors and patterns. Now that you mention it, they do. I hadn't paid much attention to that myself. I just saw them as strange outfits that we could change into, even with we could change out of, even with magic. Can't change out of. And of all the black attire I've donned over the years, this one is especially pleasing. I hope it's possible for me to take it back to Briar Valley. I wonder, would it be? Like, could they take their outside of the book? Probably not. Probably not. Oh. You and Vil both give these outfits such high marks is pretty impressive. Were I to invite you all to Briar Valley, you would fit right in if you wore these clothes. Particularly you, Viper. I hardly recognize you. No? True, you have a rather commanding presence. Maybe it's the oversized coats. You look much like a self-possessed. Look much more self-possessed than usual. Would that you held your head so high the rest of the time? Is that a compliment? Well, thank you. My bowler hat has a nice touch too. I'm so used to seeing your hair in braids. You look like a different person now. Agreed. Counterintuitively enough, the hat highlights the beauty of your black hair. Oh, I see you got a little Jack face on your head. I should sew one of those on mine. Could you all please stop studying me now? They're admiring. It's the compliments. What's the matter? Are you embarrassed? There's something you don't see every day? Who knew you could be so adorable? Look, all I mean is, enough about me. We need to talk about what to do with this material. No matter how good the fabric quality is, these colors won't make for very eye-catching banners. You need to find some kind of dye. Can't you wiggle your fingers and use that magic to solve that problem? Usually yes, but not here. We do know color-changing magic. Casting it is simple enough, but even with my magic, it won't last forever. That's true. It will revert back to its original... Eventually. But what if they, like, well, I guess it depends how long does it hold the color. The spell. Like, if the spell hold its, if the spell lasted, like, multiple hours, then couldn't they just, like, time it so they cast a spell, they time, like, every 3 hours? Take turns? I mean, I guess it would be tedious, but, like, it's a solution. It could work. But that really depends on how long the spell lasts. So much for the convenience of magic. It just goes to show that nothing can beat the power of science. Lectures on science aren't terribly convincing, coming from a man with an exposed brain. Alright, so how about we dye it? People use plant and mineral-based clothing dyes, even in Twisted Wonderland. I did a bit of that myself as a kid. Plant-based dyes are the standard in Scolding Sands. Maybe there are plants around Halloween Town that we could use. Now that you mention it, I saw some labels for medical herbs when Sally showed me around the kitchen. If we put those to use and get the right chemical reactions, we could make dyes out of them. Why, that's genius. I love the idea of using cloth to be dyed by hand. Alright, then let's go get what we need. We'll finish this book and then we'll go to chapter 10 of the book 3, because I think we were actually in book 3. Is everyone ready to prepare a feast? That reminds me, I wanted to ask, how did you like the dinner yesterday? It was quite delicious, thank you. It was definitely a flavor I'll never forget. Okay, what did you guys discuss yesterday? Yesterday, I learned that Twisted Wonderland is a very frightening place. Huh? It is? What stories have you guys been feeding Sally? Nothing special at all. We were just talking about milk. And we learned that cuisine in Halloween Town differs greatly from that of Twisted Wonderland. I see. No wonder Trey has such a conflicted look on his face. It would hardly be acceptable if our food offerings left those from either Halloween Town or Twisted Wonderland unsatisfied. Yeah. We're gonna need to use the ingredients we have access to here and make something suitable for everyone's palates. Trey and Jamil will do plenty of cooking as it is. They can probably improvise as long as we give them something decent to work with. You dumped the entire job on their laps? Yep. Can you turn ingredients you've never seen before into food that makes everyone happy? Well... It's like, right. Delegation's all about assigning the right person to the right job. They'd probably be pleased doing something useful anyway. I cook at the Monster Lounge on a regular basis. Although it's not my dedicated position, I could assist as well. Nope, we're good. No need to complicate things. You sit this one out. Let Jade cook. I mean, what does he think Jade's gonna do? Is he afraid Jade's gonna put something weird in the food? So do we have enough food to go around? No. Not enough for a party for the whole town. Don't worry though. We can get whatever extra we need from my garden at home. Oh, a home garden? I'm curious to see what you're growing there. Allow us to help with the harvest. Lead the way, Miss Sally. Alright, here we are. Is this a graveyard? This isn't a garden you mentioned, is it? Why, yes. It's spacious and doesn't get a lot of visitors. Perfect for gardening. We're seriously gonna eat food that was grown in a graveyard? Don't put it so bluntly. You're just making me dwell on it more. Let's at least see what kind of garden we're working with here. The sign says Witch Hazel, Henbane, and Deadly Nightshade. I've never heard of any of those. What kind of vegetables are they? Those aren't vegetable. If they were, they would be herbs. At the very... I don't know how edible they are. Oh? You're not familiar, Elbow? Witch Hazel and Henbane are both commonly used in potionology reagents. That might have worked yesterday, but you're not gonna fool me twice. There's no way Twisted Wonderland has plants with names as strange as those. Apple, if you get pulled from playing the club at the oh gosh, I think I had trouble with this line yesterday. The week when we last streamed. If you get pulled from playing at club meets due to failing grades, you and I are gonna have some words. Huh? What do my grades have to do with anything? Witch Hazel and Henbane are plants used for potionology and alchemy. I'm fairly certain that's been covered even in the freshman class. Huh? I don't remember that. Oh, dear me. How unfortunate that my good faith effort to share knowledge with someone less informed would be met with suspicion. I'm wounded. Oh, my heart. It aches. I'm sorry. There, see? Your slacking off in class left you wide open to getting played by this moray punk. Last thing I need is Vil getting on my case about club meetings distracting you from your education. At least get the basics under your belts. In that case, would you be willing to tutor me sometime, Leona? What? Why should I? It's easy freshman material. Figure it out yourself. I will say, I'm not familiar with Deadly Nightshade. Is that unique to Halloween Town? Don't know about the deadly part, but I'd guess it's related to the Nightshade listed in our textbooks. Oh, I see. That's an herb I'm quite familiar with. I cultivate it in the botanical garden. Drinking this will knock you right out. I mean, it will help you sleep very well. I'm glad you're familiar with each of these. In our world, they're only used in lab settings. I've never heard of them being used in cooking. But I guess that's Halloween Town for you. It's quite a town. A devilishly delightful town, yes? Goodness. There's gonna be something other than salad stuff, right? I only eat meat, just so we're clear. Should you at least try things before refusing to eat them? Fine. I'll just find my own non-plant ingredients. How's that sound? Alright. I'll be happy to cook them up into something tasty. Cool. I'll handle it. Where is he gonna find meats? That's not a citizen of Halloween Town. My. You're taking this surprisingly calmly. Yeah, 'cause I'm an adult. I'm not gonna snap at a lady just 'cause she says something I don't like. A lady? Considering the way you normally talk, I was not expecting you to treat her that way. Indeed. Why, it's almost as though you're some sort of highborn prince. You know exactly what I am. But fine. Since you gave me the setup, I am a highborn prince. Oh yes, how could I forget? Watching Jade and Leona go back and forth like this is giving me anxiety. Okay, so what kind of game can I hunt around here? Well, let's see. There's snakes and spiders. Oh, and lots of bats, rats, and frogs. I'm not eating any of the meats. Not at this party. I wholeheartedly reject the idea of eating any of those things. On board with you, Riddle. Come on, where's your culinary curiosity? Sally, weren't you just talking about not knocking things before trying them? Yes, I certainly was. This isn't about culinary curiosity. It's unsanitary. I can hardly speak for bats and rats, but snakes and frogs are staple outdoor food. Mind you, I've never had them either. You must be an excellent cook, Sally. Yeah, you did mention yesterday that you cook the doctor's meals, huh? That's right, I'm basically made to do the doctor's housekeeping. I have nothing against cooking and sewing, but I do wish I had more freedom. The doctor's always so frustratingly insistent that I never go out and stay at home. And no matter what I say, it's always, "You're a housekeeper, just do as I say." Really? That sounds awful. Agreed. You should lodge a firm protest if he's treating you unfairly. If you require any assistance, I'd be happy to offer some. I would so enjoy seeing a look of panic on the doctor's face. Once you agree, Leona? Not really. Putting the make the doctor panic aspect aside, ignoring someone in distress isn't very gentlemanly. Yeah, we should all work together and brainstorm up a plan to make the doctor think twice about his attitude. What if you guys assume she even needs help? I picked up a whiff of nightshade among the other unfamiliar scents I smelled when she came to Town Hall yesterday. You poisoned Dr. Finkenstein with some, so you could sneak out, didn't you? I mean, if that's what needs to be done, more power to her. No way. Sally's so sweet and caring. She'd never do something like that. Oh my, you could tell? What? You covered it up with a stronger smell. Well, I've got a real sensitive nose, and that's what the frog was for. My options were very limited. Hey, I ain't judging. That puts you way above the people who just sit around complaining without doing anything. Trust me, I hold such gallant ladies in the highest esteem. That's very encouraging to hear. Thank you. I much look forward to our meal today. Let's get to work now, shall we? Leona offering Miss Sally's arm. Incredible. What a flawless way of escorting a lady. Leona looks so mature. By golly, he's cool. Now I want to try escorting someone. Got Jade right next to him. But the height difference. Would you care to practice with me? But if I practiced with you... Please, Apple. Don't worry, I'll even crouch down so you can reach. Ugh. Apple, don't. There's no telling what sort of trouble you get dragged into if you link arms with Jade. Maybe I'm just naive, but I don't see where there'd be any harm in doing that. Yes, this is book 3, so I am gonna actually go back and find where we actually were at. Oh, wait, I mean to click on that, but we'll look at it and see if it is... It's not. I'm trying this one. Okay, I remember this. Okay, they're all singing. Yeah, this is where we're at. I picked the wrong book. I had a feeling. Is it this chapter or next chapter? It might be the next chapter. Mass appeal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I don't think we were in here. I guess let's just start from here. Let me situate this and get some water. Did previous members finish gathering ingredients in the morning? Yeah, they did. I heard it went pretty smoothly. With Apple and Riddle's botanical knowledge. It helped that many of the plants in the area were similar to medicinal herbs I've seen in encyclopedias before. And Apple was able to fill in the gaps in my familiarity with his wide breadth of knowledge about edible plants. Leona supplied everything else. Everything else? What kind of non-plant food are we talking about? Because I feel like the stuff you guys can hunt around here is, snakes, spiders, rats, and frogs? If that's what he was gonna say, then yes, that is correct. Oh, all sorts. He gathered everything pretty quickly, actually. He also did a great job of listening to Sally and engaging her in conversation. I was surprised to see it. Oh yes, that Leona was such a well-mannered young gentleman. Are you talking about the same person? That's an That's an acerbic remark. Though I can sympathize with the sentiments. Shall we get started? All the cookware is over here. You're welcome to use whatever you like. All the equipment made me think this place was a lab at first, but it's really just kitchenware. For sure. And there's a healthy selection of spices too. Sorry, Jamil. You don't need any explanation there, do you? Huh? Oh, I don't mind at all. I certainly wasn't expecting to spend Halloween cooking together with you, Trey. I think I could learn a lot from you. I'm glad we ended up grouped together. Yeah, cause Trey's the he's the dessert guy. Jamil is the savory food guy. They could trade with the stuff they know. I could say the same. I hear that Scarabia's students talk all the time about how good a chef you are, and how vast your repertoire is. I'm mainly a confectioner, so I can't exactly claim an across the broad mastery of cooking. Honestly, same. I did go to cooking school, but I went to cooking school for confections, baked goods, and all that stuff. But even though I went to cooking school, I'm not very good at cooking. I remember in cooking school there was a kid in the hallway I passed, and he was talking about how he was thinking about dropping out, and he was saying, I didn't know you were supposed to be good at cooking to go to cooking school. And I'm like, I get that. I get that. Don't expect too much out of me beyond the sweets. I hope you share plenty of pointers with me today. You give me too much credit. To be honest, fancy food is not my specialty. I'm especially bad at plating things. I do fine with home cooking, but still. I think we can have Riddle for that, because Riddle's... I feel like his dining experience is very, very high class. So he would know how to plate and how to do that stuff. So maybe that can be his job. I find it impressive the way you whip up enough food to serve a crowd at the big tea party. Really? I guess we both got our gaps in skill sets. Maybe so. As they say, the grass is always greener on the other side. Look at them getting along. Look at them. They should get along more often. We should have them together more often. And then there's Idia. Whoa, who are these mature dudes? Never mind, my bad. They were talking like such typical guys with, careers and stuff. I mistook them for actual adults for a second. Rude. Trey and Jamil are basically the archetypes of functioning members of society at our school. Yet they still have that secret ulterior motive vibe that has Vice Housewarden written all over it. Meanwhile, there's this guy. A spritz of frog's breath? How much is a spritz, actually? Depends on the frog's mood. Miss Sally, the point of a recipe is to be reliably reproducible. How would one measure the volume of a gaseous substance? Oh, oops, okay, whatever. Would that mean results that differ by each individual frog? Well, I suppose so. Yep, totally useless. Bullheaded beyond belief. I wasn't expecting the Taskmaster to be so singularity bad in the kitchen. I'm hearing an awful lot of colorful commentary coming our way. You must have had quite a bit of free time on your hands, Edea. Let's see how good you are in the kitchen then. No thanks. I'm way more at home in the peanut gallery. What's Edea's job gonna be then? You know, come to think of it, I don't recall ever seeing you in the cafeteria, Edea. Ever? Don't tell me you haven't even been once since you enrolled. That's probably correct. I mean, I've definitely been, when I absolutely have no other choice. The way you're talking makes me think that it's a pretty rare occurrence. He door dashes. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see you at the mystery shop or the school vendor either. What do you normally eat? That or he has Ortho get it for him. What do you guys care? Leave me alone. I care. I'm curious to learn what people do in Twisted Wonderland. Eat and other than cow's milk. What people in Twisted Wonderland eat other than cow's milk. Okay, I'll talk. Now please stop crowding into my personal space and staring. Okay, so I mainly have jelly drinks, powders you mix into water. I also eat packet snacks and cup noodles, that sort of thing. That's not food! I mean, not all of cup noodles can be food. It's like, Edie, we worry about your diet, we worry about your health. Food in Twisted Wonderland really is unusual. Don't let him mislead you, Sally. Edea, I'm not sure any of that counts as food. Whoa, Trey, I think this is the most intense expression of disapproval I've ever seen in your face. Why? Why wouldn't I disapprove? Jelly snacks? Powder mixed into water? Packed snacks and instant noodles? Come on! With foods like those, you'll never build your jaw muscles. That's the thing. Is that necessary? That's not the point! It isn't. But strong jaws contribute to dental health. Chewing is an important thing to do with your teeth. I honestly... I don't like chewing. I mean, like, not meats at the very least. I don't like chewing meats. I don't like chewy meats. I don't like when I have to, like, chew for an entire minute just to be able to swallow the meat. I want it to melt in my mouth. I don't. I'm very like. I'm very particular about food. Like, I'm very sensitive when it comes to food. It's like it's a sensory thing. Like when you taste like a little piece of fat that you can't eat, it just it ruins the whole meal. When you taste a grain because the lettuce wasn't washed enough, it just ruins it. It ruins it. This usually happens when you're doing garden lettuce. But I don't know. I'm sensitive when it comes to, you know, food in my mouth. Why is my dental health any of your concern in the first place? Alright, I think we can put Trey's personal interests aside. The real issue at hand is that none of those food provide your body with useful nutrients. The human body requires specific nutrients, which you should consume in carefully measured quantities to avoid excess or deficiencies. That's an extreme way to put it. It's not enough just to fill your stomach, or to simply get the right nutrients. The most important thing is flavor. Enjoying delicious food is what cuisine is all about. Flavor is very important too. I completely agree, Jamil. After all, you can't get anyone to eat food if it isn't appetizing. Exactly. Which is why you should ignore people complaining about food looking too boring. I'm getting dogpiled over here. Okay, what do all you highbrow connoisseurs normally eat? With connoisseurs. I ordered the cafeteria blue plate specials. They have professionally crafted nutritional balance which fits my criteria. On days when we have tea parties, I calculate a day's worth of nutritional requirements and tailor some buffet offerings to fulfill them. That's too much work for me. Blue plate specials and buffets? They all sound so fancy. Is there anything you've found especially good lately? I recently had a particularly delicious meat pie. You're from the Kingdom of Roses, right? I thought that region was famous for its pies. Surely you've had your fill of good pies in this life? If this one stuck out to you, it must have been a high quality. The pies they serve in the cafeteria are surprisingly good, even for those of us hailing from the Queendom. One of the chefs once told me that they learned how to make them from the best. Oh? I hardly ever see you eating pies in the cafeteria. I thought you didn't like them. It's not like that at all. I just sample a lot of sweets made with pie dough, so I tend not to order it in the cafeteria. Pies, huh? Interesting. What do you typically eat, Trey? I just eat whatever sticks out to me on a given day. But... oh, the cafeteria's Salisbury steak is pretty good. Yes, I like it as well. It's hard to get it, though. When you come in too late, it tends to be sold out already. Yeah, no kidding. It's one of the hottest selling dishes there. Juicy ground beef with thick, rich sauce. It's about as big as your hand. I'm getting indigestion just listening to you describe it. It sounds good. It's not that hard in the stomach, actually. You should try it sometime, Adia. It's so good it leaves you wanting more. I could eat that every day. Every day? It's a figure of speech. He has no idea how much goes into making anything deep fried. No kidding. Making deep fried food first thing in the morning sounds rough. Is there a reason you can't simply prepare it the night before? Yeah, the crispiness. Yes. Fried food loses its crispiness the longer it sits out. And there's already a delay between when you make a boxed lunch and when it gets eaten. You should at least fry it the day it's being served. It's definitely best when it's fresh. I prefer to serve food as soon as it's done. Then hear what people think about it. But... things just don't work out that way. Exactly. I've been curious why you were asking us about the meals we enjoyed. There's a certain someone you want to cook for, isn't there? What? No! Who said anything about Jack? No one. Until you said it. Ah, so it was him. Dude, even a literal skeleton gets more game than us. What bearing do games have on this discussion? Well, there are dishes best served fresh, and dishes that are better if you let them sit. For soups, I do make those a day up before. They're better when you stew them until the ingredients start coming apart. Soups are healthy and rich in nutrients. I put them in insulated containers for Colleen. I'm about to call him Camille. Actually, I make soup for lunch today. Would you be willing to try some? You mean like a taste test? Exactly. I'd really appreciate any pointers you might have. Okay, that doesn't look too abnormal. You want me to put a spoonful of this into my mouth? The spoon's got holes in it. The soup's draining right out. Oh, sorry, wrong spoon. Here, use this. It's one of the normal ones. Miss Sally, if you have a defective spoon, wouldn't it make sense to throw it away? It's not defective. Please don't. I do need it at times. When would you ever need a holy spoon? Like when you're doing fried food. Grab the thing and the grease drains through the holes. Anyway, let me know what you think, Jamil. Alright, I'll try it. Jamil, don't. Have you forgotten what happened to us last night? Yes, I have. Sally has gone out of her way to help us. It wouldn't be fair to let her do so much and offer nothing in return. That's very considerate of you. But you shouldn't risk yourself. You should put your own health first. It's fine. Thank you, but please don't stop me. Here goes nothing. Is it good? Well, rip Jamil. It's good. Huh? Ew. Really? Oh, I'm delighted. Yes, ma'am. It's a delicious flavor with plenty of depth. So this is how soups are seasoned in Halloween Town. Okay, so it's not weird. It's both distinctive and stimulating. I'm actually feeling inspired by this. Maybe I'll take charge of cooking other dishes based on this flavor. Certainly, by all means. Jamil, are you really alright? Are you feeling strange at all? Nauseous? Palpitations? Dizziness? Chill? Any other unusual symptoms? I'm fine. I mean, unless it'll kick in later. It seems safe. Seriously? There's no way you're fine after taking a sip of soup with that bizarre odor. I didn't. Hmm? The soup with the holes was still sitting out. So I just used that to take a pretend sip. Oh, okay. Never mind. A pretend sip? So all that stuff about being delicious and having deep flavor was a lie? Did you just say it would be fair to offer nothing in return for all she's done for us? Look, what do you want? Between that color and that smell, there's no way I was actually gonna eat it. But now we have a full kitchen authority. Let's use it to make dishes we can actually stomach. I take back what I said about flavor being the most important part of cuisine. Appearance, smell, and taste are all vitally important elements when cooking. What manner of activity did you engage in this morning, my liege? I would love to hear tales of your exploits. We settled upon an idea of using plants to dye Finkelstein's drab fabric to make banners. I still don't appreciate you calling it drab. Plant-based dyes, huh? I've worked with those before, with Mima, or my grandmother. I think that's cute, Mima. Do we have all the components and tools we need? We gathered a selection of herbs or plants, chemicals useful for dyeing this morning. But we don't have all the tools yet. Tools for dyeing. That would be a pot, tongs, gloves. Oh well, Sebek. You knew that off the top of your head? Have you done this before? Not personally. But I've seen Lilia and Silver dye curtains together. Aww. Father-son project. How cute. Some sauce got splattered on the curtains and stained them 3 different colors. No amount of washing could remove the blemishes. So they decided to re-dye the curtains. Oh yes, I vaguely recall this tale. I said I'd give them new curtains, but Lilia seemed quite enthralled with the idea of putting a unique spin on things. Yes, sir. I remember that well. How did the sauce even get on the curtains? I was kind of wondering that myself. And I want to know how it stained them 3 different colors. I do have a pot at home, but I imagine it's being used for cooking at the moment. The witches have a bigger one, though. We could use that. Witches, you say? So Halloween Town has its own magic practitioners. You're in for a treat. They look just like you boys. I suppose that means they're exceptional and incredibly beautiful mages. Not quite. What kind of magic do they use? I can't wait to meet them. Wait. I feel as though I've been through this conversation before. Well, what are we standing around for? Let's go pay those witches a visit. They're typically around here. Whoa! That gust just now, it almost knocked my hat right off. That wasn't a random breeze. That was the witches on their brooms. Hello up there. Have you got a second? They're flying down out of the sky. So these are the witches. What brings you here, Doctor? And with children in tow. Is there something you need? In what way do they look like us? Their faces are scary. Knew it. It's what's called build-up to comedic letdown, right? I just learned that phrase recently. I have a favor to ask. Here's the deal. These are witches. Do you think they use the same brand of magic we do? It's hard to say. I barely sensed any magic from them at all. And the denizens of Halloween Town were shocked at Graves' display of magic. It would seem the magic employed in this world differs somewhat from ours. I suppose the town itself is such a strange place, there's no sense of expecting anything here to have rhythm or rhyme. One more chapter, then I'll go make a coffee. Now I see. You want to borrow our cauldron? I don't see why not. We're happy to lend it to you for the sake of Halloween. Ah, excellent. That will be a great help. We can do the actual dine in the plaza. So we'll need to carry the cauldron there. That sounds like quite sure. It's far too heavy for us to lift. Carry on then. We won't want to waste too much time on this. Eyes are getting heavy. My liege, you rest here. I wouldn't dare ask you to engage in the manual label beneath your station. Come on now, the level. Now see here. Thanks, boys. Well, home's a bit of a ways out of here, though. But you can use magic, right? Let's fly there. We can borrow our brooms. You expect us to fly on these? Well, does this seem feasible to you? I'm better at flight than any other subject, but it's going to be a challenge. What about you, Svek? Rooms are meant to assist with flying. They're essentially a conduit for one's magical energy. Magical energy flows differently through different forms and materials. Maybe I should. Magical energy flows differently. In forms and materials. We can't just use any random broom. Hence why the brooms at our school are all standardized in the interest of a level playing field, like our magical pens. The school brooms are specifically designed to be easy to fly on and accommodate all students' needs. These brooms, however, they're definitely gonna be hard to handle. Agreed. They're brittle and gnarled. They look less like brooms and more like tree branches. Amelia's finished this chapter. So much for the convenience of magic. Don't misunderstand, Doctor. That's a common amateur excuse from freshmen who rely on their brooms. Such obstacles can be overcome with enough training. All this bulking is embarrassing. Though, indeed, with sufficient magical preserves, it's impossible to fly without the use of any implements at all. That's just you being absurdly powerful. Regardless, this is a good opportunity for you, Apple. Fly on that broom. You can treat it as a special flight class. Really? But this is so sudden. What's the matter? Are you scared of failure? Yes. What? I'm not scared. If that's how it's gonna be, I can't back down now. Let's do this, Beck. Doesn't take much to get under your skin, does it? But if you're ordering me to do it, I can hardly let out myself be outside. Very well, behold, as I fully apply myself to the task. I'm floating, but whoa, I'm wobbling too. I'm gonna fall that. I'm gonna get fall. I'm gonna. So much for that. I can't control it. I can't control it at all. This is worse than when I first learned to fly on a broomstick. This broom's just too quirky. I can utter embarrassments. Or at least that's what I'd say if not for Sebek's failure to even get in the air. Were you even looking? Observe. Observe what? The tips of my toes. Oops. You're right. Your little toe is ever so slightly hovering. Looks like you can take a nice slow flight. Well done, Sebek. I'm praising him for that. Are you this lenient with all the students in your dorm? It hasn't been long since Sebek first manifested his magic. He's still essentially an infant. Yet look at him now. Get through this chapter, then I'm gonna stop falling asleep. The same person who cried tears of frustration at his inability to use magic is flying on a difficult-to-use broom. The kind of growth is quite impressive. It's a truly moving sight. My liege, that was a long time ago. It was meant to be a compliment. Do you find it disagreeable? No, sir. I'll remember your generous words with all gratitude. Still, is that happy to see such a minuscule achievement? I clearly have much more work to do. I can't tell whether that look on Sebek's face is him laughing or crying. He's a rude, overbearing, obnoxious little cucumber. But I expect his drive to improve, if nothing else. Let me go. Okay, what's this one called? Alright, up to 15, friendly rivalry. Let me... back. There, the little... That's also Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm falling asleep, so. Anyway, thank you to everyone who stopped by. Thank you for the raid. I'm gonna work on a schedule for this week. We might do something else. Maybe more of this. We'll see. But yeah, I hope to see you again. Hope you come back. My eyes are. Hope to see you again. Thank you for coming by. Hope you have a nice evening, morning, nights, whatever time it is, and I'll see you again, hopefully. Bye bye. Go